Almost said, "What is up, guys?" Almost messed that up.
What is up, guys?
Hey,
The new Bonnie
everybody.
here.
What is up, guys? The new Bonnie here.
It's
Welcome
not
to On
wrong.
Thin Ice. It's me.
Yeah, it's true.
It's me, Emma Chamberlain. Have you heard that ad on Spotify? No, you probably pay for premium, don't you, rich boy?
Sure do.
Yep. All right. Well, this isn't Emma Chamberlain, and this isn't really the new Bonnie. I'm disassociating from all internet identities to come back to the On Thin Ice podcast, where the show based off of a game called Let's Get Deep. Pretty much is where we stole this from. I did anyway.
Hell yeah.
And the whole point is just for two white dudes to just talk about nonsense. We come to the table with icebreaker questions every week, and we just try to get a conversation rolling and see how far away from the initial prompt we can get in the span of an hour or so. Jacob, we've been doing this all wrong this whole time. Did you know that?
It doesn't surprise me I do everything wrong.
See, the problem with this podcast is that we dismantled the whole premise by doing small talk for most of the intros of this, because the whole point is to get the prompt in, which then prompts us to start the discussion. So for this one, I think we need to actually just we're gonna sit in awkward silence for 30 seconds until we break out into a conversation, because that's how real life works. You ready? I've got a timer with me.
Okay.
All right, no talking. Go. All right, Jacob, today's going to be different.
What the fuck was that?
That was awkward silence. You don't do that? You don't
I,
have that?
I talk too much for that shit.
Yeah, it's agonizing, isn't it? I had a class the other day where we actually went we did 90 seconds of complete silence, and I just like I'm thinking the whole time. I'm thinking too hard about trying to do nothing. But
Yeah,
so
it's a
for
horrible
the past
exercise.
for the past couple of weeks, I have actually really wanted to try and get us a game to play on the podcast,
Oh, good.
and I wanted it to be themed. So today we have a drinking game, which
Oh,
is why I asked you to get a beverage ready.
oh, lovely.
I found this baby at Target. It's called Truth or Drink. I
Oh,
think this is the second edition.
oh, good. You
The
picked.
whole point of this game is prompted cards that give you sort of like icebreaker, let's get deep questions that are they range from a scale of like really mild all the way up to like you probably shouldn't say this stuff out loud.
You picked the absolute worst person to play this with,
Why is that?
because you know damn well that I will literally say anything.
Yeah, I know. So that's
you're gonna
hopefully
you're gonna be drinking way more than I'm gonna, or than you're gonna be truthing, and I'm gonna be truthing way more than I'm gonna be drinking.
I don't think so, because I did like skirt through some of the cards just to see what we were going to be up against, if this was going to be a good idea or not. I think I even stole one of them as like an episode idea. But I've got my glass. I don't drink. So today I am going to be having Diet Pilk with
Oh,
some great
oh
value
no.
lactose-free whole milk and a classic bit of Diet Pepsi. And with any luck, I won't have to drink any of this. Plus, I've already had a soda today, so my teeth fucking hurt. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do like a 1-to-1 ratio
Oh god.
for my Diet Pilk.
Uh,
What's your drink of choice for this game, buddy?
so the only other alcohol we have in the house is hard liquor, and I'm not about to get turned today. So not at fucking 8 o'clock p.m. on a school night. I'm just kidding. I don't have to go to school, but oh god, that is oh no.
It's eggnog, my
Like
favorite.
I'm generally curious as to how that tastes, but I don't know if I'm curious enough to try it.
I kind of want to know. I bet it won't be that bad. That's
I
just because I like the taste of these two things, and I do like the creamy taste of like a Pepsi Nitro.
I'd have to make Kilk though because I've only got Coke.
Kilk. Wouldn't that be like silk?
No, Coke.
Yeah, I
Coke.
know. Coke starts
Kilk.
with a C.
Yeah, but the word Coke is a k sound.
Right, but when you put the
I'm
two
not getting into the
together,
fucking English about it. I'm no.
Koik. Koik.
Anyway, the only other alcoholic beverage is this thing. It's a uh, hard cider, donut cider. So it's like cinnamon brown sugar and vanilla with fresh pressed cider. That's it. So I don't know. I'm not usually a fan of cinnamon and brown sugar flavors in my alcohol, so I probably will not like this either.
Well, hopefully neither of us will have to drink. I bet for the audience, I mean, hopefully we'll have to drink, but for ourselves, hopefully not.
Okay,
So
it doesn't smell horrible, but who knows?
I haven't even opened it yet, but this is the deck of the absolute spiciest cards with questions. But yeah, they range. I audiences. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a color scale that goes from like the least intimidating things, just general icebreakers with strangers, to like super intimate questions. And the way the game is played is that you collect cards to win, but
Hey,
instead it's going to be you and me answering what. Yeah, you're supposed to collect cards during this game to win points, but I'm just gonna keep tally with our names written on this index card. You can either answer the question or you have to drink. It's as simple as that. And answering a question will get you a point. And by the end of this, whoever has most points in the hour or so that we do this thing is going to win.
do,
All sound all right?
yeah. Do you have a point marker,
A point marker?
or did you want me to keep score somewhere or what?
No, I have the oh, what's buy around? That's not what I want. Hang on, where are my spicy cards? Never mind, they're all mixed in. No, I have shit, I cannot keep my mind straight. No, I've got an index card with our names on it. Okay,
I
there's like a buy around card in here. All right, never mind. That's all shit. We're not earning any free points here. You just gotta go. I can't shuffle, but we're gonna look through these, and it's probably gonna be we can both discuss. I think if you want to do that, or do you want to do it like I give you one and then I take one for myself?
Don't matter to me. However you want to do it.
All right, I'll do it back and forth unless I really, really want to answer this. So I'm gonna have you go first with whatever I draw, all right? So then that way, if you get an easy one, it's funny, and if I get a hard one, it sucks. Better entertainment value for the audience.
All right, bet.
And luckily, this is kind of more of a auditory episode. Y'all don't have to worry about watching our ugly faces as we writhe in pain after our drinks. Ready to go? I'm gonna start us at the easy level.
I'm ready.
No, you're dilly dallying on your fucking phone.
Look, I got this guy messaging me about a logo, and now he basically said my price is too steep. I was like, all right, well,
Yeah.
fuck off then.
All right, Jacob, your first card is a straight up with. Hang on a minute. I actually need to review the rules.
Oof.
There's different. Okay, so there's different stages to the cards themselves. Besides the four sets, like there's Happy Hour, On the Rocks, Last Call, Extra Dirty. That's kind of the how the decks of cards advance. But there's on the cards themselves they have straight up, make it a double, and this round's on me. Award them the. Oh wait, never mind. We don't need any of this shit. I looked at this all ahead of time, and I had a cool thing in my mind. Now I'm just wasting everyone's time. Don't worry about it. Your question or your thing, your prompt is tell me an amazing fact you think I don't know. If I know it, you have to drink.
Oh man.
Yeah, try to pull one over me, buddy.
Hmm. Amazing fact that I think you don't know.
Should I drink if I don't know it?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish there was a way to get these to where one of us has to drink every round, no matter what.
Well, in this case, one of us is drinking.
Yeah.
So. Hmm.
Gonna be a pilk boy or a donut boy?
Okay, true or false?
Wait, you tell me the fact.
I know. I'm gonna give you a fact. Oh, wait, like, so you don't have to tell me if the fact is correct then.
No, you have to tell me an amazing fact that you think I don't know.
Who's to say that you're not just gonna say, "Oh yeah, I knew that."
I'll be honest about it. I'm pretty egotistic.
All right. Rabbits cannot throw up.
That one I did know
Damn
because
it.
we have two bunnies and they can go into GI stasis
Yeah,
and their tummies are all fucking upset like when that happens. Yeah, I know.
completely forgot that you had rabbits.
That's right, baby. I got every animal you could think of.
Oh
How is
yeah.
it?
No, it's not
Is
good.
that pretty good?
Not a good one. Oh yikes!
All
I
right,
don't
no
like
points.
that.
No points for you.
Yeah, you get a point though,
My,
don't you?
no. I think you should only get a point if you do the card. Uh, this one says this round's on me. What's something that you think is better the second time? A cover of a song, reheated leftovers, etc. There's I guess if you want to read it for proof, something that's better the second time. Um, necrophilia. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh god.
Um, the second time. Holy shit! I don't know. I don't. I would say there's some movies maybe that I've watched the second time around that have been better. I don't know. What's something left? I fucking hate leftovers so much.
I do too. There's very
Let's
select few leftovers that I will eat and enjoy
listen.
them.
Everyone's lying when they tell you they enjoy leftovers. Pizza in the air fryer, maybe. Other than that,
I don't mind cold pizza.
dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have an answer for this one. I shit you not, I'm blanking. I'll take the drink and no point. I just can't think of something that the second time around it's been better. No, everything's miserable. I'll try anything twice, but man, it's just miserable. I'll take a drink of the diet pill. Oh, oh fuck, man. You know when you get to the bottom of a root beer float and it's usually like nice because it's ice cream?
Yep.
That's not. That's not that.
Oh man.
That shit sucks.
Dude, I could fuck up a root beer float right now.
Okay, I can't. No. Next one for you. If dogs and their owners are supposed to have matching personalities, what type of dog should I get?
Should you get?
Should I get? What are you thinking?
Oh man, I felt like the low blow was a Chihuahua, but you're not. I don't think you're that aggressive. It's just because you're small.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I'll give you that point. Small's a personality trait for me, I guess. It's everyone's initial.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go with Chihuahua. Like a mild Chihuahua.
Thanks, man. Fucking
I was
hate you
like, I started
sometimes.
blanking. I started blanking on dog breeds for a second. I was like, I don't know any dog breeds.
See, that's what happens. It sucks to try and think on the spot. All right. If I were a Care Bear, what? Oh, yeah. If you, who am I asking this to? It says if you were a Care Bear, what would be on your belly?
What would be on your belly?
Uh, I'm guessing this is I'm guessing this one's directed from me to me. If I were a Care Bear, what do they have on their stomachs? Like stars and shit,
And everything.
moons.
They're basically the party. They're pretty much the party bears from Adventure Time, but the ones in Adventure Time have some more heinous shit like bombs and stuff on their bellies.
That would be cool. Maybe like an anarchy symbol.
The Anarchy Care
Or
Bear. I could fuck with that.
yeah,
What color
or
would you be?
Freddy Funko logo. Oh, purple in a heartbeat.
Oh, duh.
I gotta keep it on theme. Or
Shit.
gray. I'd be the gray Care Bear.
Yeah, gray Care Bear with the fucking Anarchy logo. I could see it.
That'd be sick. All right. Guess what? This deck is too easy, man.
Yeah,
We
get
should
the
step
hard
it
ones.
up. Do you want me to just jump?
Yeah, get the hardest ones you can possibly get.
The hardest ones? The
Yeah.
ones I haven't opened yet?
Yeah.
All right.
We're all adults here.
Are we?
I don't know.
Audience, verify.
I haven't figured it out yet.
Audience, you have to be honest. Are you legally an adult? If not, leave.
We are ID checking at the door.
Oh, come on. I should have opened all of these.
Yeah, you
beforehand.
should have.
It's okay. Got it.
We should have just
Got
pulled
it.
up
Got it.
an adult truth or dare online or something.
This is kind of what these last cards are supposed to be like, apparently.
Oh, good.
Okay. Jacob, your question.
Hit
Or
me.
prompt. Your card. Would you be or have you been a guest star in another couple's bedroom?
Oh my god.
I think this last group is supposed to be more like sexual stuff, so we'll find out where that goes.
Oh, good. No, I have not, but I have been invited twice.
And you didn't accept that invitation?
No.
You didn't
Well,
RSVP to that to that
well,
event?
one of them was with me and my significant other at the time. We got invited by some friends of ours, and that's just not it's just not my cup of tea.
Okay, I think this is only going to be funny if a person answers, then the other one of us has to drink. So I will drink to that.
I hope you like pilk. There's little that I would not answer, I don't think.
It's okay. It's diet pill. You keep forgetting that.
Oh yeah.
Lactose free whole diet pill.
All of that sounds awful. All of that sounds
All right.
awful alone.
If I cheat on my partner, is it absolutely essential that I tell them why or why not? Yeah. Like, duh. I never understood the concept of cheating. Like, if you're really tempted, tell your fucking partner. Be a decent human being and say, hey, I'm catching a feel. Like, and I just have to act on it. Like, if you do it, I think that puts you in a worse circumstance. Right? Am I wrong for that?
I think cheating just in general shouldn't exist, but I mean it's going to happen regardless. However, if you're getting those feelings, one, I wouldn't bring your partner into it immediately. I would try to look inward and figure it out first.
Yeah.
Before you act on it, of course. I mean, I wouldn't act on it regardless. I never have, I never will, but if you're having those kinds of feelings and shit, then yeah, look inward, figure out what it is that's going wrong. What's wrong with your relationship that could be compelling you to have those feelings anyway? And then if you just simply can't resist and you can't come up with a reason to not do it, then yeah, you should probably just say, hey, we need to probably see other people. It's not working out. It's no reason to cheat.
Yes.
I mean, just end it before that shit happens. But
Back. Drink your drink.
oh yeah,
Drink your horrible donut. Donut maple leaf.
oh god, the taste
Cinnamon-y.
just like stays in your mouth forever too.
That's how the diet pilk is.
I'll be honest
That
with you, I
milk
think
flavor.
I'd rather have some pilk right now.
That milk sits there for a while. Oh, hey, here's a good one. Describe the present state of your pubic hair.
Growing back.
Growing back.
Yeah. Recently trimmed up. Like
Trimmed up and bricked up.
like couple weeks ago, so roughly that state.
God damn it.
Yeah, nice try.
I gotta drink more pilk.
Do I look like the kind of person that would be not willing to answer that question?
Maybe.
Oh, that's good
I
stuff.
really wish you would have been like, hey, curtain matches the drapes.
They're dreadlocked.
What's a sex thing you've never been able to try but wish you could? These are all sex. This is all 18 plus, Jacob. God damn it. I mean, abstinence. Um, dude, you're gonna win this one because I'm gonna drink more pill. I'm not
Fair.
gonna answer that one.
That's fair.
I'm very like closed in about my relationship. Even like my wife and I've been together 10 years now, but I still feel like the intimate stuff can stay
Yeah.
in the bedroom.
That's completely
But
fine. I'm currently single, so
oh, that was a big gulp on that one.
that face you just made has to go in the short.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, dude. No, it's gross. Not having sex. I mean, it depends, but yeah, pilk.
Yeah, I am single, so I don't really, as long as obviously those people are not named or mentioned, of course, I don't really care about it, talking about that kind of stuff. But if I was with somebody, I would be in the same boat as you. I probably wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, I don't understand like the whole bragging about it and what you want to do. I don't know if it's because I'm grossed out when other people say it, but I think it's like I almost feel for the person that's not there to listen to them being shared about, where it's like
Yeah,
you are confiding some pretty like some details that should probably stay or at least be talked over with first.
right.
But Jacob, your question, we're gonna go back to some other cards. If your sex life was a pie chart, what portion of it would be satisfactory, unsatisfactory, and mind blowing?
Oh man, that's rough.
So you gotta do some percentages on
Okay,
that one.
so I'd probably say, just to keep it simple with the math, because my brain is like not gonna be able to do quick math with this. But let's just do in quarters here. Probably like,
There's only three things here, bud.
I know, like percentages though, like one
That's
quarter, 2 quarters, and then another quarter.
Jacob. 4 quarters equals a whole.
Yes, but there's still only three parts.
33.3% repeating. Okay, that's your middle ground for thirds.
I'm
Jesus
saying
Christ, man.
25% is this, 25% is that, 50% is this. That's what I'm saying.
Then that's 2 quarters into half.
Yes, but for three separate parts.
Fucking dude, I hate you. Just fucking go. Jacob, what part of
Okay.
your sex life has been mind blowing,
Okay.
satisfactory, and unsatisfactory?
The bulk of the chart is satisfactory. And then I'd say like 2% has been mind blowing.
That's definitely not a quarter, but yeah.
I know, I'm working with your fucking statistics now, and I'm just trying to like do the math in my head. And
Yeah.
then the rest of it would be satisfactory or unsatisfactory. So very, very little mind blowing when it comes to sex, as far as like how much sex I've had in comparison. Probably 2 to 5%, I'd say. And I'd say
A
like,
lot of blowing, not mind blowing though.
yeah.
Both time.
Oh God.
Okay. Have you ever paid for porn? If not, how much do you owe the porn industry? You know those people work hard. Oh, damn
Oh
it, that's
no.
funny. I have never paid for porn. I used to be like an addict to porn. I will admit that out loud because it is a thing that I think people should talk about. But I've been clean off of it for like 3 years now, actually. If not, how much do I owe the porn industry? I owe them my whole childhood. I don't know
Oh
about
man.
you, and you don't have to answer this because it's not your question, but like, I started watching porn way too early.
Yeah,
I
same.
think any age is too early, but it was probably like sixth grade that someone showed me like, oh, here's a website you can see naked chicks, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm in.
Oh, word?
Oh yeah, dude, sure.
They just put that shit on the internet? What the fuck?
You can get it for free, no consequences. All I need is Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I remember, yeah, no, I was also in the same boat, way too young. But I remember always thinking that, like, the government was just gonna somehow know that I'm way too young to be watching porn, so they're gonna fucking show up at my house or something. When I was little, dude, I was so paranoid about it.
Uh, do you know those people, or you know those people work hard? No, they don't. They get hard at work. They don't work hard. Fact or cap? All right.
Fact.
Do you drink your drink?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I answered one. Yeah, we might have to calm down on these a bit. This is already going to get an age restriction.
Ugh.
Yummy.
Do the middle one. Just pull from other ones.
Oh, here you go.
Dude, I'll answer any of them. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know that's a problem. If a studio were to make If a studio were to make porn specifically for you, tailored to your specific tastes, what would it be like?
BBC. I'm just kidding. Oh man, I was gonna make a much worse joke, but I'm not gonna go there.
My Little Pony.
Dude, I don't know. I'm pretty vanilla. I porn's porn, dude. I honestly do not give a shit. Like as long as it's not involving any like non-sexual bodily fluids, I don't give a shit. Or of course, like the usual illegal stuff, like animals and children and shit. I don't care.
I think the bulk of it's children, which is a huge, huge problem, and it always has been.
Oh
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
man, you people, you gotta stop.
Yeah, for real. We can't be doing that.
All right, should we go through a couple more of these spicy ones?
Go for it, man.
I mean, I want to stump you at some point, but
I have
you and
already
your open bookness.
I've already learned more about you in this episode so far than I think I ever thought I would ever learn ever.
Oh wait, you answered that. I got a drink.
You're gonna run out of pilk there, bud.
I got hope. I got hope. I got plenty.
Oh, that's nasty.
Easy dub for me. How many people have you hooked up with off dating apps? 0. I've
Nice.
never used a dating app before.
Nice.
I just did it IRL, and it was really awkward and terrible because I was 13 years old and I didn't know how to talk to people,
It's
especially women.
it's much
Whoops.
worse. Much worse on dating apps.
Yeah, you got to worry about some people. I've got a friend who, I think the most haunting one that she told me was that someone came over and they were trying to tell her like, "You'll be so happy with me. You're gonna be so happy when you're mine."
Oh
And it's
hell
like,
no.
come on, man, it's the first date. Like, just fucking
No.
eat food or talk or watch a movie. Don't
We
be creepy like that.
we have an episode for that. Go watch it.
We do. We have an
First
episode
dates.
all about that stuff.
Yeah, no, dating apps in general are just not fun. At least not for me, but I think unless you're just the kind of person that is specifically on them to hook up, sure, I get it, but if you're like trying to find a relationship, granted I've found a couple relationships of course that have been lasting for a while on dating apps, but that's not the majority.
Oh, I'm burping pilk now.
Oh, yum.
Your question. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten on your sexual performance?
Sheesh.
She.
Oh man.
You found the right hole. That's the best.
Thank you. That was my best compliment. They said thank you after. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I've had somebody one time tell me that they've never asked to go again immediately after the initial time, but they wanted to go again. Like that to me was like, Okay. Give me a second to like catch my breath for fuck's sake, but all right. I'll take it, I
Hang
suppose.
on, I'm DTF, but give me a sec.
Yeah. I do a lot of the work, so I usually am fucking exhausted. So I was like, dog, you're gonna have to fucking pump the brakes a little bit, bud. I need to resuscitate for a second.
There's only so much stroking I can do.
And then she
All right,
said
let's.
thank you. I'm
And
just
then,
kidding.
and then I gave her cab fare, and she went on her way. All right.
Man, that was a perfect opportunity for a joke about like what's the best compliment you've ever gotten after sex. I should have said something like, well, when he told me that my dick was bigger than his, I was like, to the moon.
All right, let's take it back one notch.
Okay, one notch back.
Yeah.
Two notches
Trying to find a
forward.
good trying to find a good middle ground. This this set of cards is called Last Call. The one we were doing
Okay,
before was called Extra Dirty. So,
that makes sense. That checks out.
did I take out? Oh my goodness, I just randomly grabbed from. Okay, cool. If you discover you'll die today, what will be your biggest regret? If I were going to die today, my biggest regret. Oh shit. I don't. Can I answer? What is a good answer for that? I don't know, because just to stay as dark as possible. Like if I die, I wouldn't care,
God,
and
jeez.
I would be so upset that everything I've worked for has gone to waste. But I'm trying to think of what my biggest regret. A regret has to be like something that you did, not something that isn't going to get done because you died.
That could be a
I
regret.
think,
Regretting not being able to, or not have done doing, like you could regret not like pursuing something that you really like to do or really wanted to do or aspire to be or whatever.
yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any like super big moments. Oh my God, I just heard everything in the hallway fall down. I got kittens out there running around. Um, I don't know if I have any like last words for anybody or anything. I think there's a lot of things I could have done differently in my current relationship. Like, I think I could have definitely treated my wife better and hopefully, like, I don't hurt her by any means, but I think there's been a lot of times where I've been really quick to say no, and I think that comes from sometimes it comes from my parents, and sometimes it's just my general anger getting the best of me. Where even if it's a simple thing, I'll be like no, or like I joke with her way too often when she's like, "Can you do something?" I'll grunt as hard as I can to make it sound like I'm in pain from being asked to do the simplest thing, and I think that would be it actually. Joking about everything, turning everything into a joke is what my biggest regret would be, and not being serious enough, even though people take me serious too often. That was a long-winded way of saying I just want to die already.
Oh, ah,
All right,
it's
all
getting
right, boy.
it's getting worse.
What am I so inept at that it makes you feel better about yourself?
What are you so inept at?
What do I suck at so much that you feel better about yourself? Yeah.
Life. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man. Hmm.
You got a lot to choose from.
I don't know because I don't look at you that way. Like I don't look at you and find things that make me feel better about myself. You know. I mean, as full of myself as I can be, I don't like nitpick my friends and just like, man, that guy's got it so fucking bad. I'm so good at this.
I'm so much better than they are.
Oh man, I think. I mean, if I had to pick something, the only thing, like literally, that I could even answer for that would be like my ability to just try stuff for the sake of trying it whereas I feel like you're more reserved about that kind of stuff, especially with food and shit. Like
Yeah.
I could just see something and be like, yeah, that looks really fucking weird and interesting and probably not something that I would ever want to put in my mouth, but fuck it, I'm too curious, I want to try it. And then you would more than likely be like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat that.
Yeah.
And
Does that
just
make you
in
feel
general,
good about yourself? The fact that I don't partake in all the foods.
I guess. I mean, if I had to, like I said, if I had to
All
pick
right.
something,
I see how it is, jerk.
you go ahead and just keep drinking that pilk, bud.
I think I will. I'm starting to like it.
Your ability to drink pilk is making me feel so much better about myself right now. To be honest with you, this shit is not anything that I want to drink. I would probably take the pilk right now. I might even go make some kilk.
So I don't actually know how to ask or answer this one. It's what's the least impressive thing you've heard me brag about?
What's the least impressive thing you've heard me brag about?
Maybe I don't because this would be you asking me this question. The least impressive thing that I've heard you brag about.
Yeah.
Oh man, so many options.
So many options.
I don't know. You're not a boastful person that brags about anything.
I try not to be anyway. I know dude, I definitely brag about some stuff. I couldn't tell you what they are right now, but I know I do from time to time. Not in like a boastful way, I guess, but
Yeah. Ah man. Um, this is a hard one because all we do is like edit videos and make music, and that's like the most I know that you get really excited about.
yeah.
I don't know.
I've probably
Being
sent you a
bragged
couple.
about.
I've probably sent you a couple songs before that I'm like, man, this shit's fucking fire, and you're just like, eh.
Yeah, I
It's
think
all
that's
right.
probably gonna be it. I couldn't pinpoint which one, but I think there's one where you're like, all right, check this one out, and it's like, okay, yeah, there's the piano, there's the drums, and then there's a little bit of the guitar riffing for the metal part, or I'm like, eh,
It's all
yeah.
right.
That's probably it though. That's the only thing I can really think of. I'm trying to think. I know there's times where we do like videos where you'll throw on like make the whole thing orange and sepia looking, and you're like, this looks so much better. I'm like, no, but you're never like, this is so good. Look at this. Look at what I've made, what I've created.
I'm gonna do that with whenever I have a child. I'm gonna say that, and you're gonna be like, it's all right.
It's all right.
I made I
Looks a
made
lot
this
like
with
you
my own
though.
balls. This came out of me, and you're just gonna be like, could be better.
Could be better. What's an unpopular opinion you will? Never mind. Hang on. Sorry. I saved that for another episode. That's why.
Oh, gotcha.
What am I too picky about?
What are you too picky about? What am I too picky about?
I'm ask. Yeah, I'm asking you this. So what am I too picky about? You tell me.
Fucking
Oh, I'm putting these.
literally everything. Life. Fucking,
uh,
let's see. Food, music, editing, video angles.
I get the point. I'm drinking the pill.
I could continue listing.
Need another round, bartender.
Oh,
I'm gonna need a lot
waiter!
more pil. I'm gonna need a lot more pilk.
Dude, I bet you they serve pilk at the fucking Goofy Goober lounge.
Oh, they have to. All right, let's do more milk this time.
You looked a little too exciting, or a little too excited about pouring that. I think you actually like that shit.
I'm certain to. It's weird, like, 'cause it's got the carbonated fizziness of soda, and then it's got that milk taste. There's some of it you can't really see, but it's like separating in there. Looks like one of those coffees or those lattes where it's got the sprinkled bit that makes a design on top. All
Latte
right.
art.
What thing that I love do you absolutely hate? These are so backwards. So if you were asking me this, what thing that you, Jacob, love to do that I absolutely hate? Try new foods.
I mean, that's right, dude. I live for trying new foods.
Out, are you more outdoorsy than me, would you say, do you think?
Do you like camping?
It's okay, I can take it or leave it.
I love
I would
camping.
much rather leave it. Yeah. Yeah, that then.
Love camping. Love trying new foods. Love going on hikes. All that shit. Just not for
These
24 hours straight with no food.
these questions better ramp up. Might have to go back to the extra spicy.
We'll just pepper the extra spicy ones in with these.
Do I tend to be too easy on people or too harsh?
You?
Me.
I think that you definitely tend to be too harsh.
Really?
Yeah, and I think you're a little too harsh on yourself as well though. Like I think that over the course of time that I've known you, I think you've been a lot better about it. Like now than you used to be, but dude, I think sometimes you've definitely been way too harsh on some people. I can't think of any like specific instances, but I know I've been mad at you about it before. Don't
I'm
dog
not
me.
being over dramatic. That just went down the wrong pipe.
Oh
It
lordy.
didn't go down the pilk pipe.
Is that the one that Mario goes down?
I think so.
He goes down the pilk pipe.
Yeah, I'm pretty harsh on people, and I've been trying not to so much. I don't try to push my standards on other people, but I do tend to think that I am morally superior a lot of the time, which is a really toxic trait.
Felt that.
So when I'm like, hey, you shouldn't do this, it sometimes comes off less of, hey, I really don't think this is good for you or other people, and it comes off more as like, hey, I'm better than you, and I'm telling you what to do, you should do it. And
Yeah.
that's not what I'm
Dude,
trying to
I
get to.
I literally do the same thing. I mean, I'm not innocent from it. I don't think. I'm pretty sure I do the exact same thing. Maybe not as maybe not as regularly as I think you would have, but I definitely have done it.
I'm gonna try and read these a little bit backwards to see if they make more sense, just because you don't have these cards in front of you. Do I think you ever stir up drama because you enjoy it? If I can name an example. Um, I don't think you do. When I talk to you, it's rarely about drama that's going on with other people. And it's way funnier when you make it self-centered. Like when you tell me crazy stupid shit that you've gotten into, it's way funnier than hearing through the grapevine something else that someone else has done that was dumb.
Yeah, I try not to. I've got a select few people that I like vent to about that kind of stuff, but most of the time it's just be like cheesing real hard on them motherfuckers because I just want to talk about it and I think it's funny, but it's never in like a malicious way. Like I know that they're gonna end up hearing about it, so I'm gonna get my ass chewed for it. It's just like I'm gonna come home and tell Deanna about this fucking idiot that did some stupid shit and they're a fucking moron for doing it and shit.
To rat you out just because it's the rules of the game, I think the only time is like if you're wanting to do something and you want to get Toby involved and he's like, no, you'll be like,
This
Toby's bitch
bitch.
ass. This bitch.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
That's the furthest extent I've seen it go, though.
That, in fairness, though, a lot of that stuff I'll tell him myself, and he knows it too. He knows I'll say some shit to him like that too.
You're starting the conversation with someone else about him, and you're like, just see, he's already heard all this. I'm just telling you now. You're the second one to hear it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What movie, song, or album title describes our relationship?
The pizza verse.
God damn it.
Movie, song, or album title that describes our relationship.
Sugar, we're going down.
I'm going down, down. Dance, dance. By Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. I actually want to like cycle through my songs and just see if I have anything stupid that I think describes us.
Should I pick a song that I've done or a song? Oh, forget to remember. forget Forget to Remember by Mudvayne.
Yeah, Africa by Excision and Dion Timmer.
Oh wait, no. The best one that describes us, I think, the most is "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Um,
have I ever told you that like if I ever go to a bar and they have one of those fucking those karaoke machines that have the app or whatever, and you can like pick songs from the app or whatever. I play that song every single time I go to a bar, every single time. So everybody just jam into like really, popular pop songs or country songs or some shit, and then all of a sudden, "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal comes on, and they're all like, "Who the fuck?" Most of the time, I get pretty good looks for it though. They think it's funny as shit and they love it, but
good. Blockbuster. That describes this pretty well.
oh, "Drift and Die" by Puddle of Mud.
Uh,
"So Far Away" by Stained.
Love Sosa by Chief Keef.
I Don't Want to Be Me by Typo Negative.
Hot Girl Rhythm.
Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams. This one could go on for. Oh, here we go. Depression and Anger by Tisoki. That's my final answer locked in.
Heroin as a Recreational Drug by Duck Boy.
There's a lot of really good ones out there.
Yeah, dude, tons of them describe us perfectly.
Hey, here we go. What's the most serious crime I've ever committed? I actually owned up to this on the last episode that we did when I started hijacking bricks from a fucking house when I was a child.
Did you drink your,
but seriously, tax fraud.
Did you drink your pill?
I did last round, yeah. I don't think there's
Tax
another
fraud.
crime. Okay, actually, hang on. There is one that I've never been contacted about. No one has ever emailed me or called me. I have not heard from a court or been summoned. I went through the first time. I've never seen this before. I went through a toll lane, and it wasn't one where you stop the car and then pay and then keep going. It was one where you drive through and it like reads your license plate or whatever.
Yeah, like an easy pass kind of thing.
Yep, I never knew how to pay that. Never knew. I even asked at the next booth because there was like 3 of those fucking tolls along the way.
They send
They're
you
like, oh, you gotta.
thing in the mail.
They're like, oh, you gotta go on this website or whatever. I've never paid that.
Yeah, they send you a bill in the mail, and then you have to go to the website that they have on there and pay it. We've had to do that a couple of times.
Yeah, I never got one of those, and if I did, it's long gone in a landfill somewhere. So, I mean, I still got approved for the house loan, so I know my credit score is still all right.
Dude, I'm not even sure I'm allowed to talk about the most illegal thing I've done. Not on a podcast.
I mean, you're lucky it's not your card then.
No, I would have probably had to drink, not gonna lie. That would have
Yeah.
probably been the one I'd have to drink on.
What's the disclaimer you give people before they meet me?
Alright, look, he's really short, but you cannot say anything about it. He gets...
God damn it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you really?
No. Disclaimer before... I'm trying to think of people who I've introduced you to. Because Toby would have already known you.
Spider Manga. I met him the first time at your place.
Yeah, but I didn't give him a disclaimer, though.
Yeah, I think the biggest disclaimer you've probably given anyone that I've walked into at your house was like, hey, this is Peyton. That's it.
Yeah, I don't disclaim anything about my friends to people when I meet them unless I know that they have like an issue about something. Like I had a friend that was really, really, really serious about like using certain words to describe certain people, which obviously I don't want to say here, but it's a pretty generally good thing to ask, and it wasn't like to discourage them or anything. It was just like, hey, don't use this word while they're around. They are like really offended by it, and that's about it. But not for you. I mean, I don't think I've ever.
You haven't done that for me?
I don't think I've ever disclaimed anybody about you since I've known you. Not that I'm aware of.
All right, I feel reluctant about giving you a point, but
I swear I haven't. I don't know any reason why I would have, other than maybe like if someone's coming over and I'm worried that they're gonna think you're my son, I have to explain that you're not my son. No, I'm just kidding.
oh, you had another little brother.
I introduce you and Caden to my friends or something, and they think that you're my little brother the whole time.
So I've got an adult friend who's like in his mid-20s who's coming over, and then I have my little brother, and then it's me and Caden walk in.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
That'd be funny as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no. I don't think I've ever had any disclaimers for you.
Okay, reading these backwards hurts. Are you more of an unstoppable force or an immovable object?
What? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I got confused for a second there.
Yeah, because it says "am I," but if you were to read that, all right. So you're both. With your stubbornness, you're definitely an immovable object.
Yeah.
But once you once you catch the scent and the trail of a new project, there isn't much that can stop you other than like maybe time.
Yeah, and even then, that doesn't really
Or
stop me because
boredom.
I just plow through that shit anyway.
I would say you're definitely more of an immovable force, though.
That's fair. That's entirely fair. I told you I just released another album, right?
Yeah.
It's coming out March 3rd.
Is it?
Yeah. And I've also got one coming out in 2 days.
Oh, sick.
Well, the one in 2 days is only 5 songs, but like immediately after I released that, I regretted it because I was like, man, I could have put all 9 of these other songs on that album and it would have been fine. But I went back on TuneCore to see if there's a way I could add songs after it had already processed, and there isn't. So I would have had to cancel that whole thing and then
put it back up.
And yeah, and I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna release a whole nother one. So I've got 5 generally like lo-fi songs coming out in 2 days, and then I've got another they are different sounding. They don't sound like the ones that are coming out in 2 days, but they are still roughly lo-fi. They're just a little bit more creepy. They're a bit more creepy and like somber sounding, I guess, if that makes any sense. But I need to send you the album art for it because I was fucking around so hard with that shit, and it looks fire.
Nice. All right. Who here is most likely to believe in supernatural, occult, or mystical stuff?
Oh, come on now.
Come on now.
That's my question, right?
Yeah, I'll take the pill.
Yeah, me. 100%.
I am like the opposite on that. I'll fight tooth and nail that like ghosts and shit aren't real.
Yeah, I'm a bit less on board with like ghosts and shit as I am metaphysical stuff as a whole, I guess. But like until I see a ghost physically and can determine that is in fact a ghost, I won't believe it fully, you know.
I think it's the same for any species that we see, because when it came out last year, like, oh, aliens are real, we spotted aliens, no one cared. The whole world didn't care.
Well,
I think Nessie would be
the whole world didn't care because all the stuff that they were saying is stuff that they have been saying for years. It's shit that they were just regurgitating with vaguely more information, and again, all of that more information was just as vague as the previous stuff. And then, dude, I watched that fucking council meeting, that whole thing, and dude, every time they would ask a question to get more enlightened by the situation, the guy was like, I can't talk about that in person, I'll have to talk about that like off stage or something. And I'm like, what's the point of this fucking council meeting if you can't talk about any of it? The whole point is for you to illuminate us, and you're telling this man, no, I'll have to tell you in private so nobody else can hear about it. So why did you all gather to talk about this shit? I was so frustrated the whole time. I'm like, look, I'm genuinely interested in this stuff. I want to see aliens so bad you have no fucking idea. I want them I mean, I know they exist somewhere out there, and it's almost impossible. It is impossible technically for there not to be any, but I want to see them so fucking bad. I want to know without a shadow of a doubt in my head that is what a fucking alien looks like. You know?
I guess I just don't care. I see new species of scary looking fish come up out of the depths of the ocean all the time, and it's like, all right, that's cool that that's living on the planet. I gotta clock in and work an 8 to 5 now, though. I would feel the same way about anything.
I think I don't know. It's a little different with aliens because the potential of aliens invading is a lot more prominent than a weird fish species, you know?
Yeah.
Or just like
Right.
coming to colonize or coming to abduct us in mass or whatever. That's not going to happen by a giant squid. I mean, I get maybe it could. Who the fuck knows? But
Dude, I think I'm gonna lose this game for sure. I don't know the answer to this one. If I suspected you had been replaced by a body snatcher, what question would I ask you to prove your identity? What's the one Jacob question that it's like, what's the one thing Jake you would know that another one couldn't answer?
interesting.
Yeah.
I yeah, I'm not really a secretive person, but I have
I would
secrets. Don't get me wrong. I have things that I don't tell people, believe it or not. But at the same time, like I don't know. That's
I
wild.
think there's I think there's probably some like memes I could trigger you with, trigger a certain response.
Purple
Like
Garfield.
the body.
I still don't get it,
Yeah.
but
I just say purple Garfield and you start laughing.
no, I say Purple Garfield and I punch the shit out of you because it's not that funny. And you
So
insist that
good.
it is. I just don't get it. You and Justin both were like fucking hounding me about that, and I'm like,
Dude, purple
I don't
Garfield, so
understand.
good. I wish that would have taken off. Um, I probably would have been like, we'll put it in black and white, and then depending on what you
Oh,
said,
okay.
then I would know.
Because the only other person that would really know that would be Toby.
Yeah. What if Toby is the body snatcher? Then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Let's
What does putting it in black and white do?
yeah. Let's get back to the devious ones, the extra spicy.
All right, bet.
I want to talk more about sex because I'm a primally charged alpha male.
Same.
Tell us about a time in which a romantic partner just didn't understand how to do a certain sex thing. Look at you rolling your eyes like I'm the god of sex.
Oh man. Okay,
I can't
so
believe you didn't know.
man, didn't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I've had any sexual partners that just didn't know.
they didn't understand how to do a certain sex thing.
I mean,
Then you
I've had a sexual partner before do something I explicitly told them not to do, which led to something fucked just dumb, but it's not that she didn't. I mean, maybe she didn't know that I was going to get pissed off about it, but did it
I
anyway.
kind of want to know.
Will it get me out of drinking this fucking schlock?
You know what? Yeah, it will if you say it.
Okay, so
Block, he says.
dude, okay, so and this was very early on in my sexual life, so we were still kind of figuring things out. Also with her, and I explicitly told her I do not want you to choke me, like at all. And I'm on top, she's on the bottom, missionary, if you must know, and she started to choke me, like laying up there, and I'm just like, so I didn't let it ruin it at first, but she started choking harder, and I'm like, no, and I just kept going, but then I started to choke her, just to kind of like maybe it would like remove the dynamic of her hands being on my throat. And she started choking harder, so then I choked a little bit harder too. But it got to the point where she was like
So you go
like
back and forth until someone passes out.
right in the middle of it, she fucking gagged and then started coughing, and I'm like, Sorry. I didn't mean to go that hard, but I told you not to choke me. I was just trying not to, like, ruin the mood, you know? So instead of just stopping and ruining the mood, I was just like, all right. You chose this path. I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
I know I already told her no. So the only good response is to just get her back. And just incrementally do it until someone turns purple.
Yeah,
and
pretty
dies.
much. In fairness, she liked to be choked. So that was like, I don't know if it's just like disconnected in her head where she was just like, well, if I like it, he's going to like it anyway, regardless of whether or not he told me to or not to.
Yeah, he hasn't tried it. I'll just force him into it.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Right.
never happened again.
Oh, thank God, this one's about us. Assuming we were both single, would you hook up with, wait, would I hook up with you? How desperate would I have to be? I could do it off a dare. That's the limit of my desperation. Someone's like, "You want to hold hands?" I'd be like, "Why aren't we in bed yet?" That's you and me.
I dare you to sleep with Jacob. Just say less. All right, bet.
I dare you to go buy Jacob lunch, and then like
We're fucking.
we're just naked, and then like I'm like, yeah, I heard you, but like, you know,
It gets worse every time.
I'm starting to get used to the pill. I might chug this thing after.
I should have
And
just went with some Kilk.
yeah. Give us a passionate example of your dirty talk. Oh God.
Go ahead. Oh wait,
That's you,
mine?
bud.
Oh
That's
shit.
you. You have to a sincere riz right now.
Dude, I'm not.
I need you to talk dirty to me and the audience right now.
Do you like bread? Dude, I don't fucking know. I'm just whatever.
Oh, you're taking the drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
dumb.
got you. Finally. I wouldn't either though.
Oh.
I don't talk dirty anyway. It's like, oh yeah? Yeah, that? You close?
You like that? The fucking, I don't know if you've seen the TikTok of the dude cooking ramen and his fucking face is like up in the screen and then he pans over and he smacks it with the fucking fork while it's boiling. And then he turns the camera back and he starts dirty talking it. Shit fucking kills me. He's like sweating profusely.
Have I ever walked in on my parents doing that thing that grown-ups do when they love each other very much? I love the way that's put. I have. I don't know that many children haven't. It's happened a weird number of times.
Same.
I've been so I guess this isn't tattling on myself, so it doesn't matter. I'll tattle on my parents and them all the time. But my mom and her boyfriend would kick me and his son out of the hot tub at a certain point in like the night just so they could bang in it. And we didn't know this until we were like drying off upstairs, and from our bedroom we could see them through the window. I'm like, oh, they're just having sex in the hot tub. I'm not gonna go in there again. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking gross. I also had like a nightmare once, and I walked out past the my dad and stepmom left their door open, so I would walk past that to go to the bathroom, and I caught a glimpse of that, and they saw me, and that was all fucked up. But I was on my way out there to sleep on the couch in the living room because that's where I go when I have nightmares, and then yeah, that was awkward. Because my dad came out to talk with me. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, my dad came out and sat with me on the couch to talk with me, to like calm me down, and also it was just to get my mind off of what I just saw. And then my stepmom went like walking naked across the hallway to go to the bathroom, and my dad literally reached his hand over and covered my eyes. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know, nothing." fucking being weird.
Yeah, that makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
I have definitely walked in on my parents doing it, and I've definitely walked in on many other people doing it as well, not just my parents.
All right, that's my. Yeah, that's my point. All right. Have you ever had sex with someone who was already in a committed relationship?
Me,
Yeah, you.
yes, but I didn't know.
I was gonna say you. If you answer either way, you answer this, we know the answer.
Yeah, no,
Because if you said you're not gonna drink, then would have been known.
no, I definitely have, and I was for a while before I found out. And the way I found out was I went into her place of work. She owned a business. I can't really say too much more than that because it would be way too obvious who I'm talking about for anybody that knows me or knows my history. But um, her husband was standing there in her place of work talking to her and shit, and she introduced me. She was like, "Oh, hey, Jacob, this is my husband." Or
Oh,
they weren't married, they were engaged. She said, "This is my fiance, so and so," and I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And I shook his hand, and I was starting to sweat
oh, I'm
profusely.
I'm banging your girl.
Yeah, it was bad, and it got worse too because and I don't even know if this is saying too much, but she was a felon. She had a felony for stabbing somebody, so obviously I was terrified of what would happen if they, vice versa, they found out. And he was also a very big, like, redneck, like, gunslinging, gung ho kind of person. So, and he had a temper as well, so I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I tell him and be the honest person because she's being a hoe, or do I, like, not say anything and just, like, disconnect from it and piss her off, or what? And I'm just like, fuck this, dude, it's bad.
You just keep smashing.
It got to the point where he did find out. He did find out, and he didn't know where I lived though. And
Okay.
he had gone over to my cousin Wiley's house, threatening to harm him if he didn't produce me somewhere or didn't tell him where I lived or something like that.
Introduce you.
And Wiley's wife texted me or messaged me or something and said, "Hey, so and so is here. They are pissed. Like, what is going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, hell no." Nah. So I grabbed my fucking keys. I drove over to his house. I got out of the car and I lit up a cigarette. And
That's cool.
no, seriously, I was fucking
Cool
fuming.
move.
The only thing holding me back was that cigarette. I promise you. I was about to beat his ass because, look, you can come and, like, fuck with me all you want. I'm the one in the situation, but don't ever go fuck with my friends or my family or anything like that. It's not gonna happen. Trust me. You're not gonna feel good after that. And I was just like, "What are you doing?" And he fucking cussed me out and shit. Then I just fucking steamed off and fucking left. He didn't even do anything. So I was like, okay, whatever. Little bitch
Do you
boy.
know how funny it would have been, how different the story would have gone had you walked in and where her and her fiance were, and you just the first thing you walk in, you go, "Hey, baby, is this guy giving you trouble?" or something like that.
Hey, Schnookums, who's this?
Hey, Pookie Bear.
Oh,
We still on for tonight? You give her a kiss and a smack on the ass.
I smack him on the ass too.
Hey, you're invited.
You want to join? Oh man, dude. I also must note that he was carrying a gun that night. I do have to specify that. Like, he had a gun in his fucking holster, like a badass. And that was the night I found out that he would never actually commit to something like that. He was all talk, but
That's probably good.
yeah, no. It was terrifying. I was shitting myself the whole time, but I kept composure as best I could.
Oh, good. More porn questions. Do I have any porn actually downloaded and saved on my phone? What emergency are you preparing for?
Grabs your phone real quick and starts deleting shit.
Hang on a second. I do not. I.
You didn't save our video?
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a VHS somewhere.
God damn.
But I'll ask this. and I'll answer it first. You don't have to if you don't want to. But like
Try me.
the homework folder that everyone has, right?
Okay.
Did you have one of those when you were younger? I had an app that was like you had to type in like two or three passcodes to get into, and you could store files in it.
Yeah.
And I think it was literally just like I think I was 9 years old, and I just had pictures of cheerleaders in it.
Jesus Christ. I had I had a laptop, and I had a folder on my laptop that was not named, and if you opened it, it led to another folder that led to another folder that led to another folder that led to like 10 times
It's a
basically.
labyrinth of folders.
Yeah, and then at the end of it was my stash. That was it.
Did you ever forget? Did you ever forget the way to navigate all of it
No,
and get to your stash?
I knew where it was. It was just a bunch of empty folders, but my mentality was someone would just like either A, get way too curious and just keep clicking until they found it and then I'm ratted out anyway, or they'd be like, this is stupid, and then go away from it, not care before they got to the
Smart.
end.
Smart.
But I explicitly did not label the album, so it just looked like an empty folder on my thing.
All right, we're gonna just keep looking at sex questions. I think
Oh, do
this is
I need a drink, don't I? Fuck.
yeah. This is a weirdly like it goes from hey, I kind of want to get to know you just a tiny bit to like hey, everything about sex and porn, and there's not really a good in between.
And then just straight up the easiest questions on the planet as well, like the
Yeah.
Care Bear one and shit.
All right, what's a sexual thing you gave a good try but just couldn't get into? Choking doesn't count. You already said that.
No, I don't mind choking. I just don't like being choked.
Okay, well, that doesn't count. What's a sexual thing that you gave a good try but you could not get into? Heterosexual relationships.
BBC. Oh
No,
man.
not what you couldn't get into you, what you couldn't get into.
Oh god, we are children.
Yeah.
Man, something that I could not get into. Knife play.
You gotta elaborate for me, buddy. I'm a child.
So knife play is when you have a knife present while you're having sex. You like run it over their skin and shit. You don't actually cut. I mean, some people are into that real kinky shit and they want you to fucking cut them and shit. But most of the time, for normal people, it's just you have a knife. It's there. It's like it's a weird like excitement thing for the other person. But I gave it a shot one time and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to do that ever again. But it was mainly because the person in question was also not stable. Like, and I found this out later on. So like after that point, I had started to discover that this person was just not right in the head when it comes to like that kind of shit. So I was like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that in the slightest. I'm probably not going to ever do that again. Because I was worried that she was going to like force my hand at some point because I just wasn't doing it hard enough or something or whatever. And I was just like, nope, I'm not having that on my conscience. But she also, her stepdad was a cop. And that was just not a thing that I was going to be fucking with. Because she had a tendency to tell, like, some of our friends and shit stuff that I had never done in my life to get me in trouble and shit. And I was like, no, I'm not going to play that game with your fucking cop stepdad that has the build of Shrek. It's not happening, dude. This dude was fucking massive. And he had a temper problem and all this kind of shit. And I'm like, no. Not fucking with that.
Could have given him a good time in the bedroom with some knife play. Maybe he would have mellowed out.
I'd be defending myself with a knife, maybe, but that's about it. Dude, fuck
Get away
that.
from
I pull out a katana.
I'm gonna try going back and forth with some of these, like doing two at a time. That way we can get some of the sex out of here and then bring it right back in. Who knows how this is playing out for the audience? This is probably dog shit.
It's fun.
Have I ever become attracted to someone solely because I thought they might be into me? solely because, uh, no, I have always thought of myself as like ugly, fucking worthless, short.
Same.
No, I have not. It's always been out of my pure interest in somebody else. It's never been about me thinking I'm God's gift to women or men,
Yeah.
or
So
I'm just the perfect partner for anyone.
I've had people that have been interested in me that I was not interested in, and I would not have gotten with them just because they were interested in me. No. So I feel you.
Good, good on you. What's the meanest thing you've ever heard? Why is this always about me? What's the meanest thing that you've ever heard me say about someone else? Damn. It's all just giving you free points for putting me on the spot.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, other than a couple of our past beefs where you've said some choice stuff, like, but again, nothing that I can't handle as a human being, as a fucking adult. You know, I'm not. I,
Grow up.
yeah, it's not. I mean, oh man, there was that one time you got really heated on stream at Justin, and he said some choice shit.
Yeah. Um,
That was
yeah,
rough.
there'll be a link. There'll be a link in the description. I'll drink my pill.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that was so good.
Part of that was for a bit. Part of it was that I'm actually angry. What I said, the words, that choice was the bit. Me getting that angry was not a bit.
Yeah, I didn't
I will say
actually.
that is still
I
that's still
didn't.
one of the most fun times I've had on stream though.
Those were fun streams. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't even actually hear you the first time. I don't think I had to go back and watch it to know what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because I was like, dude, I was so like in the moment trying not to fuck things up. I didn't even hear you say it. I heard you guys bickering about something, but it didn't register.
I might have to clear that up before I go into teaching.
Yeah, go delete that stream.
I won't. I'll age restrict it. It was still funny. I might have to delete it. I hope not. Can you download that so it's in archive somewhere?
Yeah,
Because that was still fucking funny.
yeah. No, I would never want
Well,
it. I would never want it to be erased from memory. But
what was funny about that though was just me and Justin going back and forth because I had just watched a guide, so I knew what was going on. And meanwhile, you're just trying to scramble up as many points as you can, completely doing your own fucking thing. And I'm like, Justin, follow the fucking directions. This is what you gotta do. Messing me up.
oh man, that's rough. Oh hi
Oh wait,
Willow.
I was gonna go.
Willow has entered the arena.
Yeah, this one's mine. Saucy, extra dirty. What's the sex skill you're most proud of? Um, yeah, I'm gonna drink. Hi, Willow. Hi, pretty baby.
She said you're a pussy for not answering that question.
That's fine by me. She can think whatever she wants.
She just got a bath yesterday, so she's like extra fluffy. Yeah, it's just a good dog.
I don't have any skills at sex. Repulsing women, I'm pretty good at that. It's my favorite move.
It's a good dog.
Finishing ahead of schedule.
Always being on
Yeah.
time.
Yep, being punctual.
Always being 5 minutes early.
Oh, good. Here's a good one. Hey, Jacob, describe your nipples as vividly as possible. Use a size comparison. Dimes or dinner plates? Fucking dinner plate nipples. That's better than saying pepperoni nipples by far.
Just kidding, I have a shirt
Hey,
underneath.
I was gonna say you can't show that.
Actually, I'm a man. I can if I want. I don't have boobs. Well, I got little ones, I guess. But
You do, but
I got little ones. But anyway, I don't know. They're probably like, how big is a fucking? How big's a quarter or a nickel? How big's a nickel or a quarter or something? Probably around that size, I'd say.
how big is a watermelon? You know?
Like, I'd say they're fairly normal size. Hairy. They're hairy as fuck.
Yeah, I got that problem too.
But like it's starting to like I'm getting to that age now where the hair that has neglected me my whole life is starting to finally come in in places that it never has been before. So like my whole belly is now starting to get hairy and around my
Welcome to
nipples
ass
and
hair,
shit.
man.
And oh no, I've had ass hair forever,
Welcome to
but
welcome to puberty.
dude, I've had ass hair for my whole life.
I have like a whopping 3 chest hairs, nipples completely covered in hair, and then just like fur on the stomach. It's so stupid.
Oh dude,
I hate it.
my belly is
And I
getting
can't grow anything on the face.
my belly's starting to look like my fucking beard. It's not that bad, but it's pretty hairy. But
Okay,
luckily, I have not inherited the trait of back hair from my dad just yet, so that's good.
that is
He
that's
says
solid.
he says that shit itches so bad all the time. He has to shave it all the time because it just drives him fucking nuts.
I don't have back hair either. It's just acne on the top of my back. It
Felt
hurts.
felt that.
What's the biggest lie I've put out on a resume or seen on someone else's? I have my resume. We can run through it.
The interview resume.
Oh no, I was old.
Those are all facts.
Very straightforward on that.
Those are nothing but facts.
Um, I don't know that there is any. I haven't seen a lot of resumes either.
I have.
Yeah, I wish I had seen more.
I used to
I
help with
think,
hiring a lot at Walmart, so I've seen my fair share, and trust me, I've seen some fucking straight up lying ass motherfuckers.
here we go. Under Walmart Associate, I have provide thorough and friendly customer assistance. Neither of those things were accomplished.
That's like the biggest difference between you and me, I think, as far as resumes go, because I have also got shit like that on my resume, but I'm all for it, dude. I love helping customers. Even if they're fucking dumb or they say stupid shit or make me feel like I'm way smarter than I am because they just suck. I love helping them. I
I've
don't know.
s- I've gotten better with helping out customers because they've been more polite, it seems. Or maybe it's just the group of people I deal with. I'm literally just like taking groceries out to people's cars and loading them up. So, like 99 times out of 100, I'm just like, hey, what's the name on the order? Okay, that's great. Did you check this? Whatever, all that looks good. Where would you like these at? And then I say, thank you, have a great day. And that's it. I can act friendly. I can't be friendly. Just kidding. I don't know. I make myself out to be an asshole. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
I think
I'll let the audience decide.
I think you have the I think you have the capability of being an asshole, but I don't think you are just straight up an asshole for the sake of being an asshole.
I got all the charisma and none of the riz.
So you just have the "k"
Yeah.
and "ma." You have the "k" and the "ma."
Hey, what's something you think people should never joke about?
Mm,
This will be an interesting one for me to hear from you because I have never asked you, hey, like what's crossing the line?
honestly, I don't know. I think that, like, for the most part, I've got a pretty twisted sense of humor, but it's not even close to some people that I know. Like, I know some people get fucking dark, like, really dark. Lately, like, in recent years anyway, I've gotten a lot softer on, like, um, talking about, like, animal abuse and shit in jokes just fucks me up for some reason. I mean, if I know it's just a joke, then it is what it is, but I don't know, something about it just makes me feel icky. Same with kids, like especially having worked at a preschool, I don't particularly like dead baby jokes and dead kid jokes and shit. Like I don't know, something about it fucks me up. Like I said, if I know it's a joke, it is what it is. But if it's like a stranger talking to me about it, I'm like, no, nah, I'm not here for it.
Yeah, that's the difference there is who you're talking to, whether you know them or not, even if
Yeah.
they think it's a joke. It's like
Yeah.
something people don't get. I hate when people say like, just learn to take a joke. It's just a joke. Like, okay, it can be to you, but
I
that
don't know
doesn't
you.
mean it has to be for me.
Yeah. I
Even if you know them, it never has to be a joke for you. You don't ever have to tolerate that kind of behavior.
right.
You can choose to, you can joke back, but there's always consequences, whether they're good or bad.
Yeah. I think for like you and me, for example, or if it was like me and Toby or something, like I've got a pretty good idea of who you guys are as human beings, so I probably wouldn't give a shit. I'd probably know it's a joke. But if it's just like a coworker that I just met or something and they're joking about fucking dead babies or animal abuse and shit like that, that's when I start to get up pretty uncomfortable. I'm just like, nah, I'd rather you not say shit like that.
Yeah. All right, let's run through two more sex ones and then be probably call it there.
Yeah, we're
Probably maxing out.
sitting at an hour 20.
Oh fuck. Okay, well let's speed through this then. Have I ever had to contact past partners for ellipsis public health reasons? I'm gonna find a spicier one because I don't have past partners. Are you a good kisser? How do you know? Uh, I'm gonna say no. I'm bad at kissing, and it's because no matter what time of day I shave, my wife will always be like, "Okay, you need to shave. You're like your face hair is stabbing me." Like that's not possible, but okay. And it's yeah. What do? You just mushing mouths together, you know? Is there real science to it?
Yeah. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
It's only gotten more complicated the longer my beard got.
I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll figure it out.
But I also got big ass lips, so that might play a part in it. I've been told I'm a good kisser before by several people, but you can never tell if they're just being nice or what. But I've been complimented on it in the past. But I think it's just because I have big lips.
Who says that though? Who goes, "You are a good kisser" after kissing someone? People don't say that, I don't think. I don't know,
Some
but I'm pretty sure they don't.
some people do. I've
Wow,
had
you've got a real knack for that. You should keep doing it.
I've had people say it to me before, just out of left field, and I'm just like, all right. Or like in instances where like, we're just like bullshitting or whatever, and I don't know, name three things you like about me or something, and I'll do the same for you and shit. Like it's been brought up in that kind of context before as well.
uh, I gotcha.
But usually icebreaker questions. So
Hey, there's a podcast for that. Jacob, your last question. You can send a message back in time to your teenage self about sex. What advice will you impart?
Don't. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I don't care. Do what you're gonna do, but definitely don't start as early as you did. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very young. So was she. I mean, we were both the same age, but we were way too young to be even thinking about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I would definitely say at least wait another like year or two, for fuck's sake.
When you kiss, you make babies, so just don't.
Can't help it. I like making babies.
You're texting your past self and you're saying, the cherry is not an actual fruit, okay? It won't make sense to you yet, but but you'll figure it out eventually.
I would show my younger self where the clitoris is.
There are actually three holes, bud, not two.
Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no.
All right.
That'd be what I'd say. Easy clap.
The score, you ready for this? I'm not gonna believe it, man. I actually lost. I had 17 and you had 19.
That wasn't bad. It's not like a photo finish, or it's like a photo finish almost.
Yeah, it's like a photo finish with someone 3 feet behind you.
Only 2 points.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Did you like my little game? Was it a good? Was it worth the $20 purchase?
I don't ever want to drink this again, so if I can not drink this again, then yeah, it was fun. I
I
fuck
might
with it.
make I might make Pilk my daily beverage of choice.
I'm gonna just wake up tomorrow and make some kilk.
You should.
So
It's not bad.
I'm gonna have it with my coffee.
Kilk fee, you just combine all of it.
Actually, coffee milk is a thing in Rhode Island. It's like one of their staples.
Yeah, but they probably don't put Coke in it.
No,
Unless it's
probably not.
that Jack Daniels Coke and coffee or whatever. No, I think it's just
There's a
Jack Daniels with Coke.
there's a coffee Coca-Cola like energy drink. It's like
I
a
didn't know that.
it's like a kind of a rich mix of coffee flavoring in Coke. It's pretty much all it is. It's actually not bad, and they have a vanilla one as well. It's pretty good.
Well, as the loser, I'm gonna drink the rest of this pill.
Yeah, I'm not drinking any more of that. Chug, 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 chug. All right, let's get F's in the chat. F's in the chat.
I had some spicy wings before this, like more than I could handle. So this is gonna rot my fucking stomach round.
Your colon is going to explode.
Yeah, that's all gonna curdle and bubble up in there tonight.
You're gonna have curdled shits.
Oh,
God, that's
it's just gonna look like cauliflower coming out.
No, no, no. Oh,
Hey, on that
no.
happy note, this has been Truth or Drink, and this has been yet another unfortunately long and successful episode of On Thin Ice. So, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jacob, for hosting again with me. I could say joining, but yeah, this is joint host thing.
Whatever.
Whatever,
works.
man. I'm here.
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah. I don't have any sound advice or anything I want to hear from any of you in the comments this time. Try Diet Pilk. Not
Try-
the worst thing ever.
try
but
Diet Pilk.
It's not great.
But do not try whatever the fuck this is. Actually, you know what? I know people that would probably love this. It's not bad for like a cinnamony apple cider kind of shit, but if you're into that stuff, you probably love it, but not my cup of tea.
The bubbles are coming. All right. I'm dipping out.
Okay.
Thank you all. See you all later.
Bye.
See you all on the next Monday.